Hi everyone, thanks for joining another Malnova Chronicles paint sessions. This time we'll be doing Wood Elf from the Middle-earth strategy battle game line. I hope everybody enjoys. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. So we'll have tons of new tutorials every week. So to start, you're going to want to hit everywhere there's flesh with Bugman's Glow. This will provide a nice base layer for the flesh so that you can shade it later. Do 2 thin coats. Now once that's done, you're going to want to go over the cloak with a contrast paint. I use Orc Warboss. This can stain, so be sure to stay within the line. Don't forget to get the cape just underneath his main clothes. The undercoat, some may call it. Once that's done, you're going to want to go back and lay a thin layer of shade down, which is Reikland flesh. We can go back and begin hitting it with Cadian flesh. Once that's dry, you can begin painting the main clothes with Lothlorien green. You're going to want to go over and start to layer it with Kislev flesh all along the higher points of the facial features. Hit the higher points so that it starts to highlight the facial features. With Bugman's glow underneath, the eyes really start to pop. Once that's done, you can begin shading the hair with Ushabti Bone. Then, you want to go back and shade over any green with Bealty Green from Games Workshop. I also missed hitting the record button on my favorite part, the quiver and the boots. I use Snakebite Brown here, which is a contrast paint from Games Workshop. I also hit the bow with Wildwood contrast paint. I have faith that you'll be able to do it on your own. Once everything's dry, you can go back and shade in the hair with another shade called Seraphium shade from Games Workshop. Then, the sheath for the dagger. We'll hit this with Black Templar Black. We'll also use Ushabti Bone to do the handle. We can then hit it with Agrex Earthshade later. Once that's done, I go back and highlight with Cadian Flesh Tone, just on the high points. I do this on the face and the hands. Then we can begin highlighting. I use a mixture of Lothlorien green as well as Moot green. I mix them at about a 1-to-1 ratio. I highlight anywhere that will have high points. This helps to bring and blend the colors together. It'll make the miniature pop just that little bit. starting to come along. Now I go back and I'll highlight with U-Shop Debone on the hair, making sure to hit only the high points. Then I use Rhinox hide to highlight the boots, the belt, and the headband. Next, I do the vines with a mixture of moot green and lorn green. I then hit the tips of the bow with Game Color Oro Glorious Gold. I also hit the belt buckle and the butt of the knife. Then hit the arrow fletchings with Mephiston Red. Then I go back and begin edge highlighting with Moot Green. Make sure to only get a little bit of the edges. This is just to highlight a little bit and blend all the colors together. I then highlight with a nice brown from P3. Blood Tracker Brown. I'll do the arrows with this as well as the front and back edge of the bow. then use Battlemire Sturge on the base using my texture brush. Spread it around, making sure not to get any on the miniature. Once that's dry, I'll use super glue to lay down some flocking in various areas. I'll then add some foliage. This is usually done with green tea. I then add a grass tuft or two from the Citadel range. Middenland tufts. Once that's dry and the super glue is done, ensure that the super glue is done or else your brush will get wrecked. You can edge around the bottom of the base and color it in any color you like. For elves, I like to use Castellan green. And there you have it. A nice miniature all painted up. Thank you for coming to watch. Check it out next week. A dwarf from Thorin's company.